Okay, so it is Saturday morning yet again, and I am going to be taking another look at Half-Life 2. We are in Water Hazard, so God only knows where the heck we're going today. I kind of stopped last time because of a stuck point, and I'm curious to see if I'm going to hit that again. I'm going to bang my head on the problem a bit because I'm genuinely curious. I know that there is some great Half-Life 2 in front of me, so that kind of what I'm trying to judge is this slog worth the slog? That's actually one of those questions about classic gaming is, can you go home again? Can you go back? Because, oh, lordy. Half-Life 2 is not doing what I want to do. Oh, hey. Oh, hey, thanks, Half-Life 2. You loaded me straight into the airboat. Okay. Oh, yeah. Now I remember. Oh, hey. Ah. Okay. Ah. Yeah, the lack of tactile. Oh, hey. So that one unlucky barrel hit really... Okay, I'm reloading. So as a result of that one really unlucky barrel hit, I really made that almost too difficult to pass. And... screw it. This is actually quite useful to look at because right now what I'm hitting are just the damned annoyances. These are the little things that make... It's the difference between making gaming a chore and making it a pastime. And it's the difference between punishing difficulty. So what I'm kind of learning to do is clearing out my little maneuvering. Okay. Okay, so now at the very least it looks like I am... Okay. Ah. Got tagged. Okay, I remember this thing taking a lot fewer hits to kill back when I initially played this game. Okay. Ah! Okay. Where the hell are you? Okay, looks like he's kinda wounded. Okay. Woohoo! I do believe that's victory. And we are saving that because, my god, if I have to do that again, I am just going to quit right straight the hell out of here. Yeah, that right there is what I would call a really good example of punishing gameplay, where, frankly, it's... Yeah, that was just not very fun. I had a lot of satisfaction in the finally getting that crap done and getting on with it. But that right there just was not. It was not what I would call genuinely enjoyable. I tried to blow past that rather than engage with that again because, you know, the really good fights in a video game are just these wonderful, climactic, cathartic things. It's the joy of action gaming, where, frankly, you just get to cut loose. It is you exercising the power fantasy, and all of that just genuine... Okay. All that just genuine glee, but the actual gameplay, the action, the difficulty, all of that stuff that you have to do, it's that wonderful thrill of good, solid execution. Yeah, that's why you love action gaming. And when the game isn't that, it's just really, really frustrating. And yeah, like a truly great action game... Oh, now I remember this one. Okay, so... Okay, this is actually a fairly cogent point. See that right there? That's actually very much a ramp, and because the last several levels of using the airboat have all been about, what is it? Excuse me. Because so many of the last several stages of the airboat have been about dodges, jumps, and the like, and since we're kind of in a hard stop of how to proceed at the moment, every time I've replayed this game, I've usually thought that maybe it's all about getting enough wind-up and then trying to jump right over that. Which, I remember the first time I did this, I was just incredibly frustrated because I thought that it was just about timing the jump and the velocity just right. And actually, there were a few times when it got so maddeningly close that, frankly, I thought that it was me. And finally, when I just gave up and tried something else, this is one of those things where if you start programming your people to think in just the right way, you'll get them doing that, as opposed to finally me just trying to get out on foot, go around, and then open that gate, which, if you're getting in just classic, sort of old school FPS gameplay, that's... Find the door, find the switch, proceed on through. That's pretty much the staples of stuff all the way going back to Wolfenstein. Whereas here, because the last hour or two of your playtime is all about, okay, dodge, 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 because it was fundamentally a different mechanic that I forgot what exactly the central mechanic of the conceit is. That's why I'm often an advocate of, and here, oops, that's loud, Since I'm often an advocate of more condensed gameplay experiences, the whole idea of better to have a truly great 6-hour game than an okay 40-hour game, because you do less positive and negative reinforcement of habits in your central mechanics, and also fewer places for the mechanics to become muddy. That way, your player is only doing what they want to do, or it's only proceeding how best. Or if you are being very, very specific about how you're actually doing your gameplay mechanics, this way you're able to focus it, as opposed to having to break up the monotony. Because if you have a great central mechanic, people will play that for hours on end, especially if it's not becoming monotonous. I put truly amazing hours into Tetris. It is my favorite game of all time. Those mechanics are so dead simple that people have literally been able to program them onto, I'm not even sure what the smallest, least powerful computational device that can run Tetris is, but it's probably, you can probably program Tetris on a cereal box these days. Yeah, that simple mechanic, as long as it's just enjoyable and you're giving the player just enough, it will be infinitely fun. Whereas mixing up the mechanics or making it unclear what is the best, that doesn't mean putting the player on rails or guiding them. It means always give them satisfactory options. And if the point is to give them multiple options, make all of the options at least as within a marginal similar level of satisfaction of each other. Okay, I'm going to actually try to proceed forward in this game. I have monologued enough. Okay. Because that's another thing, because there's also these little ramps and stuff. All of these all have, because of the last several mechanics that have all been about, okay, hit the ramp in just the right time. Yeah, that gets you locked on the notion of, okay, maybe since I'm on the airboat, it's all about me timing the jumps. But no. It's another case of find the key, open the door, shoot some bad guys. And if I sound a little dejected, it's because even though it's been these vehicles, these vehicle sections have been breaking up the pacing, and I think I see what the Valve did. They're more or less using these vehicle sections to break up the pacing. Yep, see that right there? I'm supposed to jump that ramp. But this is actually, like, say, in various other games where, like, say, Alien Isolation, the new Mad Max game, they give little subtle visual cues to say, hey, proceed here. Oh. Oh. So that you know that when... Oh, hey. So that when it's time to do a mechanics change, you know, from third-person brawler to, say, climbing platforming mechanic, even in the most moderate sense, you at least know that it is time to change up your perceptions or how you plan to interact with the environment. And okay. Something I did not notice the last time I played this. This is a really lovely vista, and it makes sense in the lore of the world, a little helipad for your former foe to come and, well, this was their launch pad, but the fun little thing is that A, because you suddenly realize this was a launch pad, this is where my enemy came from, I vanquished them, I'm standing in my enemy's place. And it's a really nice vista. That's actually, I'm not sure if Valve intended that level of subtle meta commentary, but you know what? The fact that it is there to be appreciated, cool. And now that I've found the mild humanity, let's go unload a clip into some fellows. Correction, magazine. Health, 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 health. Oh, hey. And every time they give you lots of health and ammo and armor, it means that you are about to get all of the neighbors. Oh. Wow. Okay. So looks like all the Waltons are coming home for the holidays. Okay, so this is otherwise known in old school gaming terms as time to save because they are just filling you up to the pure bloody brim and they are more or less saying, okay. That's one way to react to things. Can't use, can't use, can't use. So is this just a warehouse? Another thing that also feels a little odd, the fact that most of these avenues are relatively wide means that, you know, you can actually almost envision someone taking the airboat up here, which, yeah, because you can subtly perceive that. Oh, hello. Oh. Oh. Okay, that right there. Yeah, that's one of those places where... Hello. Okay. Okay. Oh. Okay, looks like I'm kind of taking the long way back. And I'm really hoping... Okay. Here we go. What the? Hello. I miss you. Well, luckily, I know where there is a massive warehouse full of stuff where I can more or less make that mistake go away. Okay, and now we save. Okay, I'm gonna take 5.